What we found with our Black Friday offer was that infusing the AI into the things that we already had, that was our new offer. And it made a huge difference. And it, from the sales calls, if like following up with the salespeople and talking about what moved the needle for them on our thing, was that they they've seen all of the AI courses and training and all of the stuff that's 100% AI centric and focused, and it's not helpful to them anymore. What they want is to know how to use it and how does it impact, how to use it in the thing they want to accomplish. And can there be something that ties those two things together? And so what we did was we tied the AI component into investing in businesses. And we're really leaning heavy into that. And I haven't seen anybody else in the space do that. Hey, everybody, this is Ryan Deiss and Roland Frasier with another episode of Business Lunch. Welcome to the podcast. Ryan, we are sitting here after the weekend, after Cyber Monday, Black Friday, Thanksgiving, all that kind of stuff. How are you doing?
I'm great. I don't have family with me anymore, so that's my favorite part. Like all the relatives that
Wife
came
and
in
kids
from all
are
the
gone.
places
It's just
crashed
by
in my
yourself.
house. Yeah, I got rid of the wife. No, it's just them. No, so it does feel good to be getting back to quote unquote normal. As much as I love Black Friday and Cyber Monday and the revenue that comes from that, it's good to kind of get back into the swing of things and kind of a blitz, between now and the end of the year. So really happy with the way that everything ended up for the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. So yeah, feeling good. What about you?
I'm doing great. What are the big takeaways, would you say, that you got from that? Like what will you do next year informed by this year? The same because it was amazing, and different because it didn't work out like you thought?
So this stuff, I mean, obviously the things that worked, we're going to do again, and we had talked about those on the previous episode. But just kind of, I guess, to rehash that a little bit, we ran a contest to that essentially entered people. Not only, yes, we'll definitely do another contest, something to get people to enter in and raise their hand and say, "I want to participate in the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale." I think that is good, even if you're going to go out to your entire list, getting people to acknowledge ahead of time. So that was a big win. What you did with really leveling up the game on the guarantee, having kind of the triple double guarantee that we talked about, we're going to implement that across the board. Because nice. I do think that when people are making quick buying decisions, which invariably happens when you have a sale like that, everybody gets nervous. It's like when you leave for a big trip, you've got this sense that like, I forgot something. Did I leave the garage door open? You've got this sense that you forgot something. I think that when people know they're making quick decisions, the tendency to have a little bit of reticence around like, what am I missing? So anything you can do to reduce the risk, to reduce the friction, we're definitely going to add that piece in. Having the widget, the sales widget, where, because again, back to the same thing, like people feel this, they want to make a decision now, but they've got some questions. And so giving folks the opportunity to engage with team members right then and there. And I forget what that software was that you used. I don't know if you want to give them a plug.
There were two. The one that we used was not the one that we will ultimately use. We used one that was on part of Go High Level, but it was very rudimentary, but it did appear on the site and allow us to have conversations. The one that we wanted to do, but because of the sales disenablement department was in force at the SaaS, was Sales Bell. And that was the one that we really wanted to use because it allows you to do zooms on the page, like really adds a whole lot of functionality. Or Service Bell, but we weren't able to get it done in time. So we will be implementing that one instead.
Here, yeah. So those are all the things that work that we will do. When I look back on the areas where I feel like we missed on a couple of our divisions, where we really hit a grand slam on other divisions, including Epic and all the work that you did there, we didn't create a truly exclusive, like brand new bundle offering for just Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
And I think that's important. It used to be that like, oh, as long as you're running a discount, that's enough. And I think that same as retail, like people are looking for these doorbuster kind of deals, like this thing where not only is this a great value, but you've never seen it before. And I think if it's the same thing that everybody's always seen, and that's so like on the digital marketer side, for example, like because we went back to doing what we did before, it went great. We hit our goals. It was fine. What we didn't have was this is something you've never seen before. And I think the
Yes.
combination of both increased value in the form of if you're doing any kind of discounting or bundling, but also novelty. I think this is the chance to introduce something new. We didn't do that. The businesses where we didn't do that, it either underperformed or came in kind of right at expectation. It didn't overperform like what we saw on the Epic side, where it was not only a great value, not only great bundles, not only kind of a drop down in different packaging, starting out high, going low, which maybe you want to speak to, but it was all new.
Yeah.
At least a new offer, new hook.
New bundle.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think for what I learned was that we did not get ready soon enough. We should have started at least 30 days out because we were late. Our Cyber Monday offer went out live late Tuesday afternoon. So just a little late. They're very, very frustrating and lots of texts and stuff flying around. I love the ability of the team to adapt as we found new things and we were trying new things, and we were like, everybody was texting back and forth, we're going to win this. We're going to make it go. But it was too slow getting out, and we didn't start the Black Friday offer on the Monday before or the Sunday before, which is what I had hoped we would do. So we were late getting that out. I think it went out on Wednesday, and we were late getting. We completely missed Cyber Monday. So definitely getting our act together earlier. We've got to calendar that and get the whole team on that next year. The other thing that was a win, though, because of that, we ran it as effectively Cyber Monday week or Cyber Week instead of Cyber Monday, and we really gave plenty of time for sales. So sales came in really right up until we closed the cart. I think that also teaches me that really you can go the full week before and the full week after. You've got a 2-week nonstop buying window, and I don't like we didn't see all of the sales go away for the rest of the week because we had sales starting the Wednesday before. So I think people are in buying mode and more people get to see your offer. You just have to be careful to have different angles and things like that. But as long as you've got that, I think it's a 2-week window of just massive sales. And so if you're closing out just doing like Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, the Sunday, and Cyber Monday, I think you're missing out on 10 days of sales that will be above average.
Yeah, we did start. So a digital marketer, not at Scalable, not some of the other brands, it did start the Sunday before, like the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that was
so
we did not do that.
Almost a full week before. Yeah. And it's amazing how many sales occurred. I think it was like 20 or 30% of the revenue was generated technically before Black Friday. And we actually saw things sort of die out and flatten out Thanksgiving, on Black Friday, and start to maybe pick up a little bit on Saturday. And I think that's because that's when everybody's doing it. And so you can kind of, one, get ahead of the game, but two, it's not quite as noisy because you have a lot of people who don't start doing anything. They'll be like, a hush fell over the crowd, waiting for it. And so you could kind of be the one who, when everything's quiet, goes, "Hey, I'm over here," and benefit from that. So I agree with you. I think it's at least a 2-week deal. It is not just a weekend kind of thing like it was back in the day.
So one other takeaway that I'd like to lead into kind of our main topic today is that really hit home for me during the Black Friday thing. And it's like, this, I think everybody knows this, but we're not necessarily top of mind with it. And then even fewer of us are taking action on it. And that is with everything that's happening with AI, what we found with our Black Friday offer was that infusing the AI into the things that we already had, that was our new offer, and it made a huge difference. And it, from the sales calls, if like following up with the salespeople and talking about what moved the needle for them on our thing, was that they they've seen all of the AI courses and training and all of the stuff that's 100% AI centric and focused, and it's not helpful to them anymore. What they want is to know how to use it and how does it impact, how to use it in the thing they want to accomplish. And can there be something that ties those two things together? And so what we did was we tied the AI component into investing in businesses, and we're really leaning heavy into that. And I haven't seen anybody else in the space do that. I mentioned to you, I thought it would be good for us to think about with scalable. So maybe we could brainstorm some of that when we're talking. But I think that it's a year old now as of a few days ago in terms of ChatGPT.